boys and girls, so we are doing another probability video today. So last time we learned that probability is how likely something is to happen, and we learned some new vocabulary words. We learned the words certain, impossible, likely and unlikely, and then equally likely. So what we're going to do today is I've actually put some cubes in some bags, and I've labeled the bags bag 1, 2, and 3. And we're going to go in that bag and pull out one cube each time, and then we're going to record what color we chose. And based on our results, we can kind of figure out what colors are in the bag and how many of each color are probably going to be in the bag. Are there going to be more of one color than another? Are they going to be all one color? So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start with bag 1 and pull out my first cube. So my first cube is blue, which means next to number 1 for bag 1, I'm going to put a B for blue. And then I'm going to put this back inside the bag. I'm on to my next one. Still on bag 1, I chose another blue. So I chose blue again. Shake it up. And I chose blue. So based on my first 3 picks, you know that there's blue in this bag. But is blue the only color that's in the bag? Are there other colors in the bag? What color do you think that there is the most of? So let's go ahead and do another pick. We have blue again. Put it back in. Pick 5 is blue. When I put my hands in here again, what color do you think I'm going to pick out for my 6th one? So far, every single one has been blue. What do you think my 6th one is going to be? Make your guess now. If you guessed blue, you are correct. So based on this data that we have collected here, we chose blue every single time. So what color do you think there is the most of in this bag? If you guessed blue, you are correct. So let's look and see what color cubes are actually in the bag. Guess what? They're all blue. So in bag 1, they were all blue. There is no way you are going to choose any other color but blue. It is impossible for you to choose red. It is impossible for you to choose yellow, but it is certain that you are going to choose blue for bag 1 because that's the only color that is in the bag. So let me go ahead and take this. I'm going to put these back into bag 1. And let's start with bag number 2. So let's see, I'm going to go ahead and start with my first pick. And it is green. I'm just going to put a G for green. Second pick is green again. Ooh. Do we think there's only green in this bag? Is there another color? Third one is green again. Do you think I'm going to pick any other colors? Let's see. Ooh, we have a red. So far we know that there's green in the bag and that there's red in the bag. Based on our results so far, which one do you think there's probably more of? If you guess green, I would agree with you. Based on what we see, it looks like there's probably more green in the bag than red. I chose another green. So based on what we have here, if you had to guess what my 6th pick was going to be, what do you think that it will most likely be? So think about it. I'm going to choose it right now. We have a green again. So in this bag, we know that there's definitely green and there's definitely red. But it seems to me, since we chose green 5 times, that there's probably a lot more green in this bag than there is red, since we only chose red once. So let me pour it out, and I'm going to actually show you what was in the bag. Whew, got lots in this bag. So, ooh, look at that. There's a yellow one in there. Why do you think we didn't pick yellow at all? Probably because there's only one of them. There's not a lot of yellow in there. It was very unlikely for us to choose yellow or red because there's only 2 reds, but we did choose it, and it's very unlikely that we're going to choose yellow because there's only one. The color that we're most likely going to choose is green because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 9 green in here. So we have 9 green, 2 red, and 1 yellow. Is it possible for us to choose a blue? No, it is impossible for us to choose a blue. Is it certain that we're going to choose green? The answer is no, it is not certain because there are other colors in the bag. So it's not certain that we're going to choose green, but it is likely that we will choose green because there are more green. All right, let me put that back in bag number 2. Let's go to our final bag, bag number 3. So let's see, we're going to do the same thing. My first one is a red. Put that back in there. Ooh, another red. Put this back in. Oh my goodness, another red. Kind of looks like what happened with the first one. We have a yellow. So now we know we have some reds and yellows. At this point, which one do you think that there is more of? Do you think there are more red or that there are more yellow? So think about that. I'm going to choose my next one. Ooh. My next one is yellow. Let's do the last one, and we have a red. So let's see. For bag 3, we chose red 1, 2, 3, 4 times, and we only chose yellow 2 times. So let's look at what's actually in the bag. So we only have red and yellow. There's no other colors. We have 6 yellow and we have 6 red. So there's an equal number of yellow and red. There's 6 yellow, and 6 red. So if I were to ask you how likely is it that you are going to choose red, you would tell me that it is equally likely because there's an equal number of red and yellow. Sorry, yellow and red. So it is equally likely that you're going to choose yellow or red. When you put your hand in there, you have an equal chance of choosing yellow or red because there's the same amount of each. So I hope that that was helpful. There's going to be some activities in your packet where they're going to give you something like this. They're going to say there's a bag with 9 green bears, 2 red bears, and 1 yellow bear. Which bear are you most likely to choose? And you could tell me green. Which one are you the least likely to choose? And you could tell me yellow. So there also will be some activities where you will have a spinner. And on that spinner, you might have something that looks like this. Let me make sure I make this correctly. And you have all this space is green, and this space right here is red. And they might ask you, if you were to spin this spinner 6 times, what color are you most likely going to land on? Well, your answer would be green because green is taking up the most space. So you have to think about that. Think about how much space each thing is taking up or how much of something there is. That's going to help you determine how likely or how unlikely something is to happen. So again, I hope that this was helpful. Go back and watch my other video if you want to learn about the vocabulary words impossible, likely, equally likely, unlikely, and certain. I kind of went backwards there. So I'll see you guys later with another video.